Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. We finally made it. We're taking on MMXIV, the best, arguably the best alliance in the game. I mean, they are just so stacked. It's I never thought when I started playing, obviously I wasn't even thinking about this when I started playing, but I never thought a long time ago that I was ever going to be facing alliance that I see these guys' names in the leaderboard all the time. These guys are just crazy. So as you can see, I'm taking in Stark Spidey, Corvis, and Iceman. And let me tell you, guess who the backup on this team is? It's actually Stark Spidey. I'm gonna try not to use this guy at all. If everything goes well, I won't need him. So I'm actually taking in Corvis against this mutant champion to build up some of those oh so juicy persistent charges that he likes to use. And I'm throwing on a boost because it's MMXIV, and also because I don't have many charges at the moment, so my damage is a little bit low. And as we know, these guys are, there's not going to be anybody less than a 455 on the entire map. So everybody I fight is going to either be most of them are going to be 565, some of them will be 455. It's insanity. So a lot of these guys have 565 champions, and they've got one on defense, and so the lane I have is fairly short. And there's gonna be some 6 stars as well, even duped 6 stars. Oh, it was just crazy. This is the most exciting war of the season for me. So I'm doing everything I can. So I know this boost is only for this node, and I decide, you know what, it's not worth risking it. I might run out of charges, so I'm gonna, with 81,000 health, I probably should go ahead and throw on the advanced power boost. So I do that, and it was a good thing, because watch how this fight goes. So I've got the suicides on, right? I do a 4-hit combo there, and I finally get to my special 2 here, and you'll see with the first special 2, I get him down about halfway. So I'm looking at my power, and I'm like, oh, you know what, it's going to be really close. You know, technically I don't need to kill him in the glaive charges. I can just get him without crits. That's no problem, but there is some limber on this node, and I really wanted to be careful here. So I'm baiting heavies. I'm doing 3-hit combos. 3-hit combos are very good for Corvis. I'm actually learning a lot about Corvis as I'm playing him, so I might be able to do maybe like a meta video if I get him up to 455, because I definitely have some strategies in my head. You can see I'm using one right now as blocking to get some extra power in order to launch that special 2, and the second special 2 does kill him with only 1 glaive charge left. So it was perfect timing. Grabbed my persistent charge and moved on. So this next is a 6-star science champion on cornered. In my experience, this is always Red Hulk. So you know, Red Hulk, if he does get to a special 3, has a very, very, very beefy special 3 with that incinerate. So you don't want to eat that, and not many people are incinerate immune. So I end up taking in Stark Spidey. Now, there are some MCOC philosophers out there who would have said, "Why did you leave suicides on? You should have taken them off." But hey, guys, like I said, Stark Spidey, this is the only fight I needed him for. How many times have I fought Red Hulk with Stark Spider-Man? I felt 1000% confident about this fight. I was not feeling bad at all, even though he has unfazed. I don't care. I'm not going to intercept. I'm just going to eat the block damage, bait the heavy, and get Stark Spidey out of this alive, even if I have to take some damage on the way. So I actually get to a special 2, which was a little risky because of cornered, but with 10 poise charges, there's nothing that is surviving that. Nothing. No champion. So we get out of that fight, and I'm basically starting my path now. So the screen will cross blur, and my first champion I have is a 6-star tech champion from Genser M. You know, Genser M. I always see this guy on the leaderboard. You know, he's like the #1 in the world. So it's a tech champion. So luckily I get to use Corvis Glaive to pick up another charge. Now the reason I'm using Corvis Glaive is the cosmic on flare node, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm trying to get another glaive charge. You can see I boosted before I started this lane. I threw an attack boost on, I threw a greater champion boost on, and I'm throwing my first of a multiple 3-minute boosts. The first one is an immunity, so I decided I don't need the advanced power boost for this node because I need the immunity for the m.o.d.o.k. So I wouldn't have used the boost at all, but I wanted to use a boost for the next fight because it's a 5-star 565 m.o.d.o.k. on Biohazard. And I figured with the class advantage I'd be okay here, and I figured right, especially with the one charge already. So you can see that the 3-hit combos are really doing work to Yondu. It's it wasn't an Iron Man Infinity War, but even if it was on this node, it wouldn't have been a problem for me. So I end up finishing him off with the special one, no issues. Loving Corvis Glaive. I can't say enough how much I'm loving this guy. So okay, here we go. This is where it really starts to get tricky. So Iceman is in here. I didn't bring Vision because Iceman is Incinerate immune. So if you remember the last time I fought m.o.d.o.k on this node, I actually ate a heavy attack. And even though I had my invulnerability boost on, I still got incinerated. So this time I'm Incinerate immune. I have an invulnerability boost. I dueled this m.o.d.o.k, guys. I dueled m.o.d.o.k, a 565 m.o.d.o.k with a 3-star Iceman, probably 35 times, maybe more. I died the first 10 times before I got the solo, and then by the time I got done, I had soloed m.o.d.o.k at least 20, 25 times. So you can see I lost some indestructible charges, and that was a 3-star versus a 565, which is that's a difficult matchup, right? So this 455 versus this 565 was easier than the duels I was doing. So I felt pretty good. So I was going in. The strategy was to hit into his block no more than two times or so if it was red, and to bait the special 1. I didn't like baiting the special 2. I wanted to hold my bar of power to special 3 just in case I got clipped. I could throw it and get my ice armor back. So you can see there, if his block turns blue, you're safe to continue hitting in the 4 hits. But if it doesn't turn blue, you do want to back off. So you can see I'm just backing off as soon as I see that red, and I'm baiting the heavy, and I'm taking the block damage. It's okay. You can see 2 hits into the red. That was enough. I'm backing out, and I bait the special 1 so I can do a 5-hit combo. And then I basically decide at this point to throw my special there to get the cold snap on him once again, and use some of that power I had. So I end up actually taking the last of my indestructible charges, but it's okay. I just had to bait some heavies, go back in, and I'm playing this very technically. This is a very technical fight. You can see the red hit, 2 hits is enough. Go back in for the last combo, and he does go down pretty smoothly. I mean, a lot of that smoothness was due to the boost that I threw on, but guys, that's what the boosts are for. That is what they're for. So this is a 6-star Kingroot. Now, I remember reading somewhere about the flare node and how the damage is increased when you have class disadvantages, and that's why Stark Spidey was taking so much degen damage versus this Corvis Glaive a few wars back. So this time I decide I really need to take a different champion. I can't have class disadvantage on this node. I just can't. You know, it's too risky, right? So I decided to go with Corvis, and you're gonna see some pretty crazy stuff out of this one. So watch how much Corvis is critting for. 19,000 medium crits, and this is a 345 champion. I know it's flare. I know there's a flare node on here, but that was insane. That was absolutely insane. Some of the officers told me before I started my path, hey, look, if you can 100% guarantee that you're gonna get this mini boss kill ahead, go for it, because I needed to back my alliance mate up on this Medusa. It was a 565 Medusa on immunity, super tough. And just the way that my lane went, I didn't even go and check back in. I was feeling real good about Corvis here. So I throw in, I know my 3-minute boost still has plenty of time on it. So I'm topping off to 100% here, or basically 100%. And I decided to go in with Corvis because I was boosted, boosted so high, 51%. So I'm playing very technically here, just baiting the heavies, getting the block damage in. No problem. Actually getting an intercept, which I guess is kind of risky, but I had, I was just in the zone, guys. So I get a heavy off right there when she has 3 Furies, and now my special 2 is unblockable. So I'll just back off and I'll throw it, and look how much power I get from that. This is the one hairy part of the fight here. So I'm trying to bait the special 2. I almost get clipped. Like that, a lot of times that clips you. So that really made me clench real hard, and I end up throwing another heavy while she has living strands, playing very well, and I know that the special 1 is enough to kill her here, so I get out of that fight no problem. And what do you know, MMXIV, 0 deaths, finished my lane, even assisted, got the assist on the mini boss. So I was very, very happy with my performance. Now, MMXIV did beat us, but it was very close. I think I'm proud of our group here, and I think everyone else came out pretty proud. You know, there was some really difficult fights. There was no mini boss was less than a 565, I'm pretty sure, and they were really tough, you know, and we only lost by a few deaths. So guys, the Giants, they can be taken on. They're very strong and they're very good players as well. But it can be done, you know, it can be done. Maybe next time. I don't know how long I'm gonna be in a Master Alliance for. It's incredibly high pressure, high stress, and this is more of just a walkabout for me. I'm not sure I can hang here sustainably, you know, in the master bracket, but overall it was a lot of fun. So that's the war. We lost. I spent a lot in some items, but not too much, and I didn't give up any deaths. So I'm gonna keep trying to give up no deaths. I know I did give up some deaths earlier in the season. I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better. I'm improving my game, and hopefully I can close the season out with no deaths. I'm going to do everything I can. I bought the boost offer that came around. I'm going to be, you know, I'm topping off on these 3-minute boosts whenever I can, and I'm going to do everything I can to not die. But, you know, it's hard sometimes. You know, I don't even have one of the harder paths. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll probably never face MMXIV again, but it was a great experience. So take care.